Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the chilling case of the I-70 killer, a serial murderer who terrorized communities along Interstate 70 in the early 1990s. This case involves a series of seemingly random, brutal murders that left investigators baffled and communities in fear. Despite numerous investigations and extensive media coverage, the identity of the I-70 killer remains unknown. Join us as we explore the details of the murders, the investigation, witness accounts, and the elusive nature of this serial killer. Interstate 70 is a major east-west highway in the United States, stretching from Utah to Maryland. In the early 1990s, this highway became the hunting ground for a serial killer who targeted small businesses located near the interstate. The killer's spree began in April 1992 and left a trail of terror across multiple states, including Indiana, Kansas, and Missouri. The killer's modus operandi involved entering small retail stores, typically one staffed by a single employee, and shooting the victim execution style with a .22 caliber firearm. The murders often took place in broad daylight, adding to the fear and unpredictability of the attacks. The first known victim of the I-70 killer was Patricia Magers, a 32-year-old store manager, and Patricia Smith, a 23-year-old employee who were working at a bridal shop in Wichita, Kansas, on April 8, 1992. Both women were shot and killed execution style. The store was located near Interstate 70, fitting the killer's pattern. Just 4 days later, on April 11, 1992, the killer struck again at a shoe store in Indianapolis, Indiana. The victim, 26-year-old Michael McCown, was found dead in the back of the store. Similar to the previous murders, McCown was shot with a .22 caliber firearm, and there were no signs of a struggle. On April 27, 1992, the killer murdered Nancy Kitzmiller, a 24-year-old employee at a boot shop in St. Charles, Missouri. She was found shot to death in the store, located near Interstate 70. The killer's pattern of targeting small retail businesses along the highway was becoming increasingly evident. The next known victim was Sarah Blessing, a 37-year-old employee at a health food store in Raytown, Missouri, on May 7, 1992. Blessing was shot and killed in a similar manner to the previous victims, reinforcing the connection between the murders. Several witnesses provided crucial details that helped create a composite sketch of the I-70 killer. In Raytown, a store owner in a nearby shop heard a popping sound and saw a man leaving the health food store, where Sarah Blessing was killed. The witness described the suspect as a white male, approximately 5'7" to 5'9", with light brown or blonde hair. He was wearing a gray jacket and appeared to be in his mid-20s to early 30s. In St. Charles, Missouri, another witness saw a man matching a similar description leaving the boot shop around the time Nancy Kitzmiller was murdered. This witness provided additional details about the suspect's vehicle, describing it as a faded or rusty red compact car. The investigation into the I-70 killer was extensive and involved multiple law enforcement agencies across several states. The FBI was brought in to assist with the case, given its interstate nature and the apparent pattern linking the murders. Investigators noted the similarities in the modus operandi, the use of a .22 caliber firearm, the execution-style shootings, and the targeting of small retail businesses along Interstate 70. Despite these commonalities, the killer left little physical evidence at the crime scenes, making it difficult to track him. Ballistics evidence confirmed that the same .22 caliber firearm was used in all the murders, reinforcing the connection between the cases. However, the lack of forensic evidence, such as fingerprints or DNA, hampered the investigation. Despite extensive investigations, the identity of the I-70 killer remains unknown. Over the years, several suspects have been considered, but none have been definitively linked to the crimes. One of the main theories suggests that the killer was a drifter or transient, possibly someone who traveled frequently along Interstate 70 for work or other reasons. This theory is supported by the geographical spread of the murders and the killer's apparent familiarity with the areas where the crimes were committed. Another theory posits that the killer may have had a background in law enforcement or the military, given the precision and efficiency of the murders. The execution-style shootings and lack of forensic evidence suggest a level of skill and planning that might be consistent with such a background. Law enforcement agencies made significant efforts to catch the I-70 killer. The FBI and local police conducted numerous interviews and followed up on hundreds of leads. Composite sketches based on witness descriptions were widely circulated in the media, and a reward was offered for information leading to the killer's arrest. Despite these efforts, the case remains unsolved. Advances in forensic technology, such as DNA analysis, have not yet yielded any breakthroughs. However, investigators continue to re-examine the evidence and follow up on new leads in the hope of eventually solving the case. The I-70 killer case has had a significant impact on popular culture and the true crime community. The murders have been the subject of numerous articles, books, documentaries, and podcasts, each exploring different aspects of the case and the enduring mystery surrounding it. The case has also sparked discussions about the challenges of investigating serial murders, particularly those that cross state lines and involve multiple jurisdictions. The I-70 killer's ability to evade capture for so long highlights the complexities of such investigations and the need for ongoing collaboration between law enforcement agencies. Despite the extensive investigations and public interest, many questions about the I-70 killer remain unanswered. Who was this individual, and what motivated him to commit such brutal murders? How did he choose his victims, and why did he stop? The legacy of the I-70 killer is one of fear and uncertainty. The murders left a lasting impact on the communities affected by the crimes, and the lack of resolution has left many people searching for answers. The case serves as a reminder of the challenges and frustrations of investigating serial murders, as well as the importance of continued efforts to seek justice for the victims and their families. Thank you for joining us as we explored the chilling and unsolved case of the I-70 killer. If you found this story compelling, please like, subscribe, and share. Let us know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and keep questioning.